Now, let's jump down to the 28th verse.
28th verse. But there
Matter of
is...
fact, start at 27, sorry.
27. Daniel answered in the presence of the king, and said, The secret which the king hath demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, the soothsayers show unto the king? But there is a power in heaven that revealeth secrets, and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. Thy dream and the visions of thy head upon thy bed are these. As for thee, O king, thy thoughts came into thy mind upon thy bed. What should come to pass hereafter? And he that revealeth secrets maketh known to thee what shall come to pass.
All right, now, go ahead.
But as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living,
Okay.
but for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart.
Right, because we're just regular men that the Most High chose to reveal this knowledge, wisdom, understanding to. You know? That's why Daniel said that. He said, these things are not revealed unto me, you know, because I have more wisdom than any living. Because, you know, if you really get down to the technical matter of it, the men of the Lord, the prophets, they never went to no schools to learn the Bible, and they never went to these different so-called colleges and theologian schools to learn this information.
Yeah.
You know, like these other guys, they go to these different colleges and get these degrees
in
that
theology.
that are bullshit.
Right.
You know, but they get that because it
BS
makes them
degrees.
feel better, right? Them BS degrees. It makes them feel better.
Yeah.
You know, it makes them feel good about getting those degrees because why? They don't trust in the Most High. They trust in what man says. So by them trusting in what man says, them degrees make them seem like they're something, you know, something great, because they're being acknowledged by these so-called scholars and these so-called wise men of this world. When the Most High already said that the wise men of this world are foolish.
Got you, bro.
You know. So we're not worried about getting, okay, we got to quote this historian and this. I mean, we'll get certain information out of like the Josephus and certain books and make certain points that tie into the scriptures like we're going to do today. But that's not our main concern. Our main concern is to bring out the truth of the Bible and the way that it is written and the mysteries that have been revealed unto us.
Come on.
You got something, brother?
1 Corinthians, the 1st chapter and the 19th verse.
Give me 1 second. 1 Corinthians 1 and 19. Go ahead, brother.
For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise.
Right. The Lord already said, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise. Go ahead.
And will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent.
So the Most High said he's going to bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. So what purpose or what benefit is there if you are supposed to be the so-called wise person in this world according to the stature of this society, and the Most High looks down upon you like you're a piece of shit? You know, where's the benefit at? It's better for you to be looked down upon and for the Most High to have mercy upon you and give you the understanding of the truth and the great wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Bible than to be some high exalted person in this society being given accolades and praises of men and not understand what the Bible really is saying.
Exactly. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe?
Right, where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Go ahead.
Where is the disputer of this world?
Where is the disputer of this world? Go ahead.
Hath not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world?
So the Most High said that the wisdom of this world is foolishness with him. Matter of fact, hold that and go to the 3rd chapter.
Okay.
Go to the 3rd chapter and the 18th verse.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise.
Right, so you know what this really is saying right here? Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool. Meaning you got to become a new man. You got to put off that old man. You got to put off that old wine and put in the new wine into the new bottles, that he may be wise. Why? Because then the Most High will be able to deal with you and work with you and open up your mind. Go ahead.
For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High.
Go ahead.
For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Right, so the wisdom of this world is foolishness. So if the wisdom of this world is foolishness, going to college and all this other thing, that has no bearing on the mysteries of the Most High, on the dark sayings and the parables of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So why would you want to waste your time getting these degrees just to have a standing in society when the Most High already said that these things are foolish with him? Alright, is that it on that, brother?
We could read a little more. I guess that's, we make the point.
Alright, so now let's go back to where we at in Daniel, right?
The 20th chapter, and you had me skip down.
Daniel 2, right?
I'm sorry, brother. Daniel's the 2nd chapter, and let me see, the 30th verse.
Alright, let's
that's where we left
go back.
off.
Alright, you know what? I want to get to the matter of fact, just go ahead, keep going.
30th verse. But as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living, but for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and brake them to pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, and filled the whole earth.
Right, so the Most High put the spirit on Daniel to remember the whole dream, just so King Nebuchadnezzar could acknowledge that, look, this man, the Most High, is dealing with this guy, just dealing with this man. Go ahead.
This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou, O king, art a king of kings, for the Most High of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, and strength, and glory. And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven hath he given into thine hand, and hath made thee ruler over them all. Thou art this head of gold.
Right, so the head of gold represented Nebuchadnezzar and the Babylonian Empire. Alright, go ahead.
39th verse. And after thee shall rise another kingdom inferior to thee.
Right, and the other kingdom that was inferior to them that rose up was the Medo-Persian Empire. But they took them down, but the Medo-Persian Empire was the one that came up after. Go ahead.
And another third kingdom of brass.
Right, the third kingdom of brass was the Greek Empire. That's that image that they show you, where they show you the head of gold and the breasts and the arms of silver, and then the thighs of the thighs of brass, and then the feet part of iron and part clay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, which shall bear rule over all the earth.
Right, and at that time the third kingdom did bear rule over the known earth at the time. It wasn't the whole earth, because at that time this part of the earth wasn't being inhabited by Israel, and these other, like some of these other people really didn't know about this place. I mean, some of them knew, and some of them had ideas, some of them had records, but the majority of them really just knew about the so-called known earth at the time. Go ahead.
And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron.
Right, now this is what we're dealing with right here, the fourth kingdom. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron. This particular kingdom is dealing with the Roman Empire. Alright? And the Roman Empire was set up and broken up into different in different stages. Now, when we read the book of Daniel 7, it says that this particular kingdom was diverse from all the other kingdoms, which we already know that the diversity that came with it was that the ancient kingdoms used to be set up by kings in succession in order, so to speak. You would have the king, then you have his son. The son would be a prince. When the father would die, the son would take the inheritance, or if the king didn't have any sons, somebody next of kin to him would come and take the kingdom. But then when the Roman Empire was set up, it was set up in a way of the king or the ruler of that particular nation was elected. The water. It was elected.
2-year terms.
Right. They had different terms, you know. Like today in America, they do the same thing. That's how you know America is the ancient Roman Empire revived. Okay.
They had a senate.
Yeah, they had a senate.
Yeah.
Yep. They had the two opposing parties. You know.
Was the plebeians?
Well, back then they had the plebeians and the patricians.
Right.
You know, but today, because of the plebeians were like the
citizens.
the citizens, you know, like the poor and all that.
Right.
Then the patricians were like the higher ups, you know, the like the elders or those that were like in power,
right.
you know, that had money, you know, that were in a higher standing.
Yeah.
All right. So that was all the Roman Empire. That's how the Roman Empire was associated. That's why it was different from all those other empires. And from that point on until today, these Edomites that have taken over the world and have continued on that Roman Empire have continued on in that same succession, especially here in America.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead, brother.
40th verse. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise.
Go ahead.
And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with the miry clay.
Right. So this particular kingdom that was going to come up after the Roman Empire was going to be divided into like 10 kingdoms, into 10 kings, and those 10 kings back then they had an ancient name. But then today they have modern day names. But it was the same areas that they ruled, and we'll go into that. Matter of fact, before you read on anymore, let's go from there. Excuse me, to the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter. In the same book, the 7th chapter, and we're gonna go straight to the point because I want to show a couple of clips.
7th verse.
Yep, verse 7. Daniel 7 and 7.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast.
This is the same fourth beast. Now you know that the fourth beast is talking about the Roman Empire. How do we know that? Go from there, brother. Go to the book of 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra, the 11th chapter, and start at the first verse, and then we're gonna jump around a little bit. 2nd Ezra, the 11th chapter, and start at the first verse.
2nd Ezra, chapter 11, verse 1. Then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. And I saw, and behold, she spread her wings over all the earth, and all the winds of the air blew on her, and were gathered together.
Mm-hmm. That's it on that. Now this eagle represents the Roman Empire. Now we're gonna stay in the same book, brother, real quick. Jump down to the 36th verse.
Okay, verse 36. Then I heard a voice which said unto me, Look before thee, and consider the thing that thou seest. And I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion, chased out of the wood. And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle, and said, Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, Art not thou it?
No, go ahead. No, it's gonna go. No. It's gonna go into. That's why I'm laughing.
Art not thou it that remainest of the 4 beasts?
Right. What 4 beasts was he talking about? He's talking about the 4 beasts that we read of in the book of Daniel. And that lion that chased it out of the wood, the lion represents Yahushua, because when Yahushua comes, he's gonna chase these devils out of the forest. He's gonna chase them out of the rulership.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It says, Art not thou it that remainest of the 4 beasts? Go ahead.
Art not thou it that remainest of the 4 beasts, whom I made to reign in my world.
Right, the Most High made you devils to reign in His world. So how are you going to wax proud against the Most High? He made you the axe. He made you the devil. He made you the one that put us in slavery. But now you're going to wax proud against the Most High? You're going to wax proud against us, you goddamn devils?
Right, because, if I can say this, brother, all the other kings of the other kingdoms